Meditation. Meditation is often thought of as something that is relegated to gurus or people that are professional spiritual practitioners, or someone who is like that special realm of being really serious about being spiritual. Or another way to look at that is even like prayer, you know what I mean? The prayer life, maybe that's for people that really go to church all the time, and maybe they have a specific kind of religion or something like that. But really, those words, you could chuck those out the window. But I'm going to talk about it as a devotional practice. And meditation is sort of the gateway into it. When I work with my mentees, people that I work with in mentoring, or one of my fuller programs of intuitive development, in those fuller programs, I talk about it as meetings with spirit. And so that's something I want to highlight for you today, or highlight for you in this message. Meditation or prayer or the devotional practice is something that I think that each and every one of the people on the planet would be better served to do than to not do. And unfortunately, we think of these words as prayer or meditation practice as something that is specifically spiritual. It's some kind of act that is a superhuman kind of thing to do. Like it's some, like if you think about like bench pressing or something, well, that's something that weightlifters do. It is, but no, but still, if it's actually literally using your body in certain functional ways, is something that we all should do or do in order to be healthy. It's something that is on the path of being healthy. And so to separate those two thoughts, that maybe bench pressing 200 pounds is something that is very specific, a goal or a practice for someone who is on that higher level. Meditation and prayer is not bench pressing 200 pounds. Meditation and prayer is breathing. That's how fundamental it really is for the experience. And here's why. As I say, meetings with spirit. So people who would be watching this are likely, they understand themselves to be spiritual seekers, people who are endeavoring to engage in a spiritual life and spiritual practice, and to have that kind of walking experience. And what that is having a connection with the truth of who you are, with your inner being, and the truth of what the universe is, that pure energy. And that's what meditation is. It is a space for us to do that in a focused way. And prayer, and meditation itself is definitely more than, but definitely also inclusive of ceasing the thoughts and putting down the tool of the conscious mind, so that we can be in the space of being the master of the thinking mind, of the mind that is created, to be in the seat and the awareness of being the creator. Because if we are constantly being ruled by what we have already created, then we can't possibly be in empowerment for the creator process. If you're constantly responding to the field or to that which is the events and the relationships, anything that you can observe physically or in that dense kind of physicality, that's actually old news energetically, and it is what is already created. So then responding to it only, that is a looping, responding to it and not being in the space of the master or the creator aspect, arrests us in an experience that doesn't seem to evolve. I mean, it does evolve, but it doesn't evolve in alignment with the truth of who we are, to pure energy. Meetings with spirit, meditation, and prayer. This does allow us in one step to actually open up that space to the creator mind, or the pureness of the seat that is the seer rather than the seen. But it's also a space for journeying. It's a space for to play upon the imaginal plane, to be able to create different form from what you truly are, your pure essence, your pure spirit, the pure energy that is your portion of the all, the universe. And that's what we're called to do. And when I say called, we're called by ourselves. It is the purpose, it is the existence. We use the terms love and light a lot in spiritual seeking, in communities, spiritual communities, and in spiritual practicing. So what light is a way that we relate to pure existence, the pure energy of existence. Because the pure energy of existence is actually an electrothermogenic energy, which the very basic or the first stage of that is what we see or experience as light. The substance of it is light. And so that's why we talk about light. And then the experience of it, the feeling state of it as who we are, is love. It is, and love meaning the unconditional love, unconditionality really. When we feel unconditional, we feel completely supported, completely aligned, and completely free. That's actually what unconditionality feels like. And that is akin to the experience of love. And so this is what we experience and what we are intending to achieve when we are in meditation. Experiencing the purity, the truth of existence, of who you are, of what the universe is. Well, that's really fundamental to living, to being, to having the pursuit of unconditionality or the alignment with love. And so I wanted to just share that bit to you, that having the practice of going into, as it's stated in the Bible, going into your closet. Sometimes literally that is the place to go. And having the peace and the portal into pure energy, pure existence, pure life force. Not being able to drop anything that is already created, already dematerializing. There's nothing wrong with that. But we want to be in that perfect place, at least sometimes with full intention and the fullest of experience as we can of pure essence, of pure energy, a 0 point. And so I actually would like to offer you the opportunity, give you the consideration to give yourself permission to make that contact every single day, to make that connection, to bring your awareness fully into the space of pure existence, light, love, unconditionality. I consider a regular practice every single day. Now, time actually doesn't matter. How long you do it doesn't matter, but that's the first thing that the ego tells us, is that we don't have time. It's more about commitment and intention and following through on intention, because intention really is the essence of faith, or the essence of energy of who you are too. You know, intention is the unmanifested being. And so having, it's a model of that intention. It's a model of it to set that appointment every single day. First thing in the morning is easiest for me. Although I think that bookending the waking life, the morning and the evening, or the nighttime before drifting off into that fourth and fifth dimensionality that we experience in the sleep state, I think that's great too, because we can clear up our field and take a purer kind of field into the sleep state, where we can do a lot of great spiritual work too. And so daily connecting with the pureness of who you are. This is a great commitment, a great service to do with the self too, to tell yourself that you are that important, that you deserve 10 to 15 minutes every single day to tap in to your pure life force energy. Or if you want to think about it in the dual experience, to connect with pure unconditional love, with source energy, with God, with those spirit beings, those spirit guides and angels, All of that is what we experience in the closet of meditation and prayer. Prayer being active, creating experience in the non-physical plane, affirming that which you are, allowing the form to show up, to articulate and create some artistic expression about your true pure beingness. And prayer, when we're doing it on behalf of someone else, is affirmations by proxy, seeing someone else's truth, the purity of who they are, the purity of their essence, and the highest outcome for them, affirming it, not recognizing the lack, but being in the presence of all that is pure and that is unconditional and is that essence of existence. And so I would really love to, again, make that invitation to you to consider how pure it's so easy to. It isn't something that is as difficult, like you have to work up to, like that 200-pound bench press. It's really going with the intention to be in your creator essence. Just focusing on the breath for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, I do want to point out that there is a distinction between sitting with intention of connecting, of making contact with your pure being or with the universe, and sitting for 10 to 15 minutes and having a bitch fest in your head. Because that's just prolonging and obviously, I think it's kind of obvious that is wallowing in that energy of that which is created and that which is already dematerializing. But all it takes is anyone can do it. It is difficult for anyone to start if you don't have a regular practice because of that habit and that thinking and feeling habit that we have going on that is oriented to the physical, dense state of unevolved 3D. And even when you have a regular practice, even if it's every single day, sometimes it is still challenging because we get engaged in that energy, and that's all okay. It all still counts. So that doorway is open to you, and I would really love for you to engage in it because I want to live in a world where you are fully who you are. That's what I signed up for. I know that. I know that I signed into this experience, this incarnation, because I wanted to experience you. I wanted to experience what I fully am, all of those intentions that I put in to that vortex of my soul, that I experience in my heart. And I wanted to experience you as well, exactly who you are, all of those intentions. So do it for yourself, do it for the universe, and do it because it is your calling. You call yourself. Your soul is calling you forward.